Welcome to Divine Light with Sunshine. Let's begin. So, the first card that came out is card number 29. And it says to be enlightened, lighten up. Now, it's actually a very cute card. I've been looking at the details of the picture, and it has this silliness vibe to it, like this kid kind of energy. Um, and it's I just feel like whatever situation that you're embarking on, that you're currently at, if you can find more ways of bringing out the fun and the adventure and the fun in the unknown, it will be a lot easier for you because not only will the times that it succeeds, you're going to succeed, and the times where it didn't go so well, you learned from it, right? And you had fun doing it. There's just this energy of freeing up, almost like expectation, getting out of the norm. Like if you even look at the details of the imagery in the card, if you take away all the extra stuff, it would have been just like what, a sun beaming with a rainbow in the background. Okay, what the silliness and the lighting up aspect of it is, they drew a tongue and then they drew this swirly thing on it. Almost could say maybe it's its hair or something. And then added bananas in the background, just kind of changing it, coming out of the comfort zone, um, daring to be unique, and silly at the same time. I feel like whatever this thing is that it's almost like this door, this chapter, this path you have come towards. It's it maybe it's becoming a little bit too stressful, too heavy. Um, Maybe you're at the point where you feel like I just want to stop. Maybe this is not going to work out. It's teaching you a lesson of taking. It's almost like taking. I feel like it's teaching a lesson of being free. Like, yeah, okay, let me just put it out there anyways. Let's just see what happens. That kind of energy, instead of like, well, if I put it out, then this might happen, and then maybe should I move to another date, or should it be later? Should it be this? There's something about just freeing up whatever expectations you have towards a situation, just finding a way to just, it is what it is. Like there was this video I saw one time where a lot of people are always like, oh, I want to get to that project to be 100% before I put it out into the world. And it's just like, it's okay at 80, you know? It's okay even at 50. When you go out and you put it into the world, there's data that's going to come back for did people like it? Maybe it went past your expectations. Maybe the thing that you thought that wasn't going to work out actually is the thing that blew up, you know. And that can be in any situation. So having a little bit of a freeing energy and not having expectations of what's going to come, and just finding a way to bring back the fun, the thing that makes you feel alive about the particular subject, and really just kind of just being adaptable is really going to help you in the situation. Now, with the second card we have here, fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. Now, in the background of this card, I I I was just getting this out of the moon, like out of this world kind of energy, because you have here it looks like an air balloon that I think possibly might have been turned into um, an airplane at some point, and you have here the world behind them, and they're going into space. This situation, this gift, this thing that you have to show to the world is something that's part of your destiny. So it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of how when you're gonna give up resistance in a sense, but because it's part of your destiny, there's also this aspect of it is going to be beyond what you can imagine. It's really just, it's going to be out of this world. I just keep hearing that it's going to be out of this world. It's things that thought would only be dreams, only be, daydreams and fantasies. The sky is the limit. I just heard the sky is the limit. The last card that we have coming out here is the universe. And it's card number 1. And what I like from the energy from I'm getting from this card is that it's almost like back to basics, having faith and trusting in that you're able to know the path that you're meant to be on. In the picture, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a face, okay? And here they have the symbol of that twirl, which is also over here. Okay, I like that. I didn't see that before. But anyways, the twirl, and it's like right where their third eye is. I'm getting this energy of you already know. You already know. You already know what path you're. There's a sense of uncertainty of not knowing if you're correct or not. But the idea, the thought, that thing that says, "Hey, make that left turn," or "Hey, go talk to that person," or "Hey, why don't you try this, or look at this video, or talk to the," and just keep going. There was this video that I watched recently where it was this person that was talking about how they became successful. They became, like, I think, a millionaire, like their first millionaire position or something like that. And what happened was it came from one interaction with a person who gave them a number, where they contacted that number, and that person gave them another one, and then that person led them to another contact, to another, to another, that got them that 30 million sale. And it was just like they started with one person, and it led to, say, 5 other people after that, just keep going down the trail to that point, and then it led them to the sale. Now, if you were to think about it as a career aspect, if they had given up at that, like, 4th time, they wouldn't have gotten that sale that came at the 7th. And it's about trusting the journey and trusting the path and understanding that each step and each lesson is leading you down the path towards that successful situation. Yes, there's times you want to stop and evaluate, am I going in the right direction? What is my goal? Has my goal changed? Has it shifted? Because that can happen along the way too. You're always fine tuning, as Abraham Hicks says, it's never done. It's never done, right? Don't quote me on the words, but she pretty much says that, the job's never done. You can never fulfill it because there's always going to be the next and the next and the next and the next chapter. Not saying that you won't get to the words, the happiness. It's just there's always going to be another thing that you want to accomplish, and you're going to keep going forward. So the overall message I would say for this reading is understand that you are going in the right direction. Continue to have faith and understand that you are being led down the right path. Have more of a curious kind of mind of trying different things and being new, and not necessarily, having the expectation of what you think is going to happen, good or bad. Just going in with it, as safely as possible, of course, whatever the situation is. But I feel like when you kind of let go of that heavy feeling of it has to be perfect, or it has to be this way, or it has to be some, okay, whatever your story is, that's making you feel so tight towards the situation. When you can free from that, oh, it's gonna make this even more beautiful. It's reminding me of Maya Angelou, and she has like a poem, and it's like rainbow in the clouds. And when you listen to the whole poem, there was one part I really liked where it basically was talking about finding your rainbows in clouds. Clouds normally people will represent, um, times where things are not going so well, right? And then rainbows, represent happiness. So it's like, even though you have clouds surrounding you, around you, and the times happen, how can you find the joy, the blessing, the abundance in the situation? How can you find, okay, I know this much more? I've had situations where I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna remember all that stuff, and then now it's just like, boom, I know it. But there was a time when I was a newbie. I was new, I was fresh. And those are the times to be kinder to yourself as much as possible. Give yourself a hug. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Remember, you always have your own intuition, your own guides, your own little nuggets that tell you what to do in life. Only you can tell yourself what you are supposed to do, no matter what advice you hear from another person. I'm wishing you so much love and light. Until next time, it's the girl Sunshine. Deuces.